We'll wait a few more minutes for each of you to be able to connect. Hi. Wow. Everyone at the same time. Hello Marie. Hello Céline. Sweet Lake. Hello. So welcome. Lusitania, welcome. So Oppidum. Here we are. Today we are going to meet. Let's hope the connection will be with us. Oh, hello from France. I'm sure you have a better weather than us today. We're going to check that right now with Christophe from Oppidum. Hi Nelson. Checking. And today we're going to visit the workshop, Oppidum's workshop, where they are creating the beautiful products like the soaps or even the balms. If you already tried it, let me know. Let me know what you think about it, because they are absolutely great products. We have also the body oil that are really great. Are waiting for the connection to be effective. And if someone already tried the products, let us know which is your favorite soap scent. There's so many. There is the bark and seeds, the rosewood. I know a lot of you love the rosewood. And we have also the verbena. We have the orange one. So they all smell so delicious. Let's see if we can't reach you, Christophe. Let me know if you have some trouble with the connection. In small town, but even in big cities, we can have big issues with the connection. We want to see your workshop. Let's try it again. Okay. No problem. Well, we're waiting for the connection with Christophe from Oppidum. They're almost there. So I wanted to speak a little bit more about all the great products, because today we are just going to see how they are making where they are making the products, because everything is handcrafted with Oppidum, and they created also all the scents. So that's why that's really specific scents, and that's really a lot of work to make all these combinations and synergy. Oh, it doesn't work. Let's try maybe again. Maybe Christophe, you may get off of Instagram and get back again. It might work. Because maybe Instagram is thinking you asking for the second time, so maybe that. Let's try it. If not, you're going to have to make us a video of your workshop. Everyone wants to visit it. So if you have any question about all the products, so Christophe will be able more than me to answer all the questions about how they are making it, the way they are handcrafted all the products. But what I can tell you is that they all are really, the texture and the scents are really specific, really. First you have the packaging that is beautiful, the wood cap and the glass jar. And then you have the texture. Let me show you. Texture inside. That's really creamy. Really creamy for the balm. And you can apply it just a little bit is enough. Just a little bit of the balm is really enough to moisturize your skin, and depending on the range of the balm you are choosing, you are going to get the different benefits of the oil. For example, I tried right now I'm trying the Absolute Neutral. So the Absolute Neutral is really great. There is no scent at all. It's really suitable for every sensitive skin or even children, because there is really nothing more than oils, and really no essential oils, no fragrances. Oh, that's great. Fit mot à rejoindre la vidéo. That's great. Hi Claire. So that is for the balm. And for the soap, that's the same. There is 3 different ranges. Hi Claire. 3 different ranges. We have we also have the most famous soaps were the natural, the Absolute Natural, and we also have the rosewood and the bark and seeds. So these scents are really amazing. Rosewood and bark and seeds, and the natural is really convenient for the whole family and really sensitive skin. And Oppidum declined these 3 scents in a cosmetic line. So that's why they choose these 3 different products, because they are made with different oils. So we have the balm, the rosewood balm, bark and seeds, and Absolute Neutral, and that's the same for the oils. Oppidum again. Let's try it again. Hi. Lou aussi, there. Real map up. The real map up too. Welcome. We're going to try, so if you're just joining us today, we are going to try to visit the workshop, Oppidum workshop, for us to let us know how they work, where they work, and how they are making their great products. Oh yes, which one do you have? Which bar soap do you have? Because everyone has his favorite. That's really the rose and orange. The orange one, yes, that's great. The orange one too. Which I love about this one is that it's made with argan and shea butter, and it is always made with turmeric. So it will provide a really gentle exfoliation, but really gentle, because of that, thanks to the turmeric. And the smell is really amazing too. It smells like orange, and the rose one, one of the favorite. But I can tell you can try them all. They are really great. Yes, turmeric, anti-inflammatory too. Yes, of course, and that's really nice. And it gives the soap a really nice color too. That's really amazing. Let's try with Oppidum one more time to see if you can show us your workshop. Is it working? Oh, it doesn't work. So if it doesn't work, let's try something else. Maybe we can plan to make an IGTV video where Christophe would show us where they are working and how they are making the soap, and let us know if you have any questions for them, and we'll ask Christophe to show you what could be interesting. But I'm sure you're going to love it, because the place is really beautiful. Oh, Clara. How are you? So we are going to make so today I'm introducing you to all the great products we have from Oppidum, and I'm sure they will be really pleased to make a nice video of their inside, outside of the workshop. That's really a gorgeous place. So I really want you to discover that place, and but at the same time to meet Christophe and Jean-Christophe, and they can't connect. No, Claire, they can't. So that's maybe a connection issue, but it happens. So we'll deal with it, and we'll find another way to visit your workshop for sure, Christophe and Jean-Christophe. I can't wait to see more about the place you're working, and the techniques you're using that makes your product so specific and so efficient. So please let us know if it's possible for you to make a video for us, and I will share it with all of you guys. So stay connected, oh yes, so no problem. I know we can, we have to deal with the connection every day, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So no problem, we are going to make it another way. Yes, it didn't work. It didn't work live, but it will work for sure in IGTV, or we will share it through our IGTV for sure, and we'll tell you as soon as the video is done. We'll tell you on our Instagram. So yes, we tried to disconnect and reconnect, and through 3 different devices. So apparently the connection is really not good enough to allow the video to pass. But I think that could be okay. Let's try to make it that way. How long had Oppidum been around? Christophe, do you want to answer the question directly? As soon as you... Good question. We're around in Los Angeles, is that the question? In the US? Or how long had Oppidum has been created? So Christophe will answer to you directly, so he will participate. In general. Yeah, so I will let Christophe to answer. But in Los Angeles, I can tell you. 1 year to in Los Angeles, yes, it's been a year, less than a year. And Oppidum was created in 2017. Hi Lou, 18R. Coucou. Coucou. Yeah, so that's... an Oppidum official demande à participation. Oh!
Thank you. Wonderful.
We made it. We made it.
Hi, everybody.
Hello. How are you?
Sorry for a problem of connection.
Let's find a place.
Hello.
No problem.
I hope I'm going to try to make it faster.
I think it... Maybe if you move too much, we will lose you a bit, but let's try it.
Okay, so let's try it. So, hello everybody, I am Christophe. I am one of the co-founder of Oppidum. Sorry for the connection problem. I tried to have good light. Good morning to everybody, to you, and good evening for me, because it's 7:30 here, more than that, because we are late. So it's 7:45 here in southwest of France. And thank you very much to the Colibri Skincare for giving this opportunity to introduce Oppidum. I'm not able to read everything, honestly. So Isabelle, let's manage that for me, please.
No problem. I'm here.
So, as I said, we are based in the southwest of France, in the countryside, close to Toulouse. And so here we are. I'm going to see, no, okay, let's do it like that. Here we are, you can see behind me several things. So we are very happy to do so, to introduce Oppidum Place and workshops. Okay, we are in a place very well visited in the southwest of France, and with a lot of tourists, and particularly in summer and springtime and beginning of autumn. So we are trying to make a kind of visit of Oppidum factory. So here we are
Lucky
in
ones.
the entrance. As you can see, there's a big oak. It's the oak of the factory. Very inspiring for us particularly, and we open some months with other products. So here
you're surrounded by nature.
Yeah, so here it is. There's a lot of sun. Yeah, it's better like that. Here you can see the beginning of the building. Okay, and Oppidum is not in the village.
Yes.
See, it's a middle-aged village. Middle-aged village, but we are not. We are in the forest or in the field, and as you can see here, it's the beginning behind the house. It's the beginning of the forest. So here are the building of Oppidum, and here is the entrance. Sorry if it moves a lot. The entrance of the workshop itself. Okay.
Okay. Yes, we can
I'm
see
not
a
very
bit.
clever
It's
to
a bit
make,
blurred.
to make the round. Okay. So here it's the entrance of the factory. In fact, it's here where we imagine, we formulate, and we make all the products you know on Oppidum and you are going to see. Okay, so I go inside with you. I try to move quite slow because I know it's potentially boring. So
maybe inside we are going to be more lucky.
well, we are going to make a quick round. So here at the entrance, you have a kind of showroom where you can find all our products. Okay, and that's the time to say hello to.
Oh, hello, Jean-Christophe. Oh, how are you?
Everybody.
I'm so glad we succeed to reach you.
Yeah. I'm very glad to.
And we can see you really well now inside.
Thank you. Good.
It's better.
That's a magic connection in the middle of nowhere. Okay, so Jean-Christophe, you can introduce yourself.
Yeah, well, so I'm Jean-Christophe, and I'm the second co-founder of Oppidum. We work together with Christophe to each topic of all our creations, but we have some specialties, and I'm specifically at work with the sourcing of the raw materials, the ingredients, and the creation of the formulas and the products. But in fact, we explained to you after. We work really together, and everything is discussed and only decided when we are really okay one with the other.
Yeah, and it's very difficult. And
everything's really.
We are going to make a quick round, and after you will be able to interrupt us with a question. Okay?
With question. Okay, so I will keep the question and I will send.
Yeah.
I will ask you a question at the end.
Yeah, we just make a quick round in order to show you.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're ready.
The first. So you see the showroom. The first most important place. It's one of the workshop. Is here you can see the laboratory of Oppidum. It's where we formulate everything, where we create everything, and where we make particularly the soap. Okay. I'm not able to turn.
That's the place where the soap are made.
Soap are made. Okay. And so that's the first workshop. And after you have the second one. Here, we are going to see one. Sorry, I tried to not move too much. Okay, so here we go. And this one, I'm going to turn. So the second workshop is this one. Is the workshop where you can see soap here. Okay, part of the workshop. And here is the place where we make all the post-production, cutting the soap. It's not a big place. Cutting the soap, wrapping, shipping also. And it's the place where Sarah worked, because we are three. We
Okay.
have an employee since this year. And so we are very happy with that. We have created a job. Okay, good. So here you can see also the soap. They are curing, as we said, because we work with the cold saponification process.
Yes.
And
Christophe, just I will cut you. Excuse me to cut you just a
Yeah.
minute. If you can speak a bit louder, because some persons say that they have trouble to hear you. So if it's possible to speak a bit louder.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm going to try. Okay.
And
So,
yeah, and after that, it's perfect.
okay, good. So here, I was saying that the soap are curing because we work with the cold saponification process. It means that the soap to be completed have to be before being used. It's not a soap, it's an emulsion. Okay? So during 4 to 6 weeks, they have to wait for the chemical process of saponification to be completed. Okay? 4 to 6 weeks, it depends on several criteria, temperature, the raw material we use, and particularly vegetable oils, but also essential oils and so on. Okay, that is why they wait here. And after waiting here, we prepare them on this table. I don't know if you see it. Okay, where we prepare, we shape. We say it even in French. We say shaper. Okay, it's
Yes.
in French. The good word is ébavurer, where we shape the soap to make them pretty. Okay, and then after we put it in a box. Okay?
In small, beautiful boxes.
Exactly.
Carton boxes.
Yeah, this box. Okay? So this is for a quick visit because I don't want to move too much, and but more or less you see where we are, where we create everything, where we make everything. Okay? I don't show you all the warehouse and so on. It's not interesting. Okay? It's just bottle of oils mainly.
But
okay?
that's
And essential
great.
oils. And perhaps we are going to now, Jean-Christophe, just a quick description of what we do and how we do it more in detail. And don't forget that he's very modest, so but he creates a lot of things.
Yeah, I know Jean-Christophe too. I know he's doing a lot, and I can tell his job is really important too at Oppidum, and we can see it as soon as we get one of these soap. So let us know, Jean-Christophe, what you're doing.
No, thank you very much. Well, I will try to be quite short to let more time for the questions, because you know that I can't speak too much
Because
if
you're
I
passionate.
speak completely freely. What I want to say to make the presentation of our work, now you have had the presentation of the place, is just to say what is very important for us and what is a guide for us in each part of our work. The most obvious is, of course, that we work only for natural and organic cosmetic. You know that, and the Colibri...
and certified.
Yes, and well placed to make this...
Find them, yes.
For us, it's something quite obvious, because first for the health, the first reason is, of course, the skin and the health of the body and even of the spirit. And it's the way, if I just say something of our personal story, is that the way we discovered this cosmetic, first as a consumer and not as a producer, was to stop using the chemicals cosmetics, the conventional, as we say in France. I don't know
the regular
yeah.
cosmetics.
and when we discovered the natural cosmetics, and for us the first cosmetic is the soap, because it is the first way really to take care each day with the very big simplicity of the skin, and all the other products arrive after, but the first one is really the soap. And when we discovered that, it was because we had ourselves problems, troubles of skin. Mm-hmm. And after having seen doctors or dermatologic specialists, we were not completely satisfied by what we could find in classic pharmacy, chemistry.
Yes, in the pharmacy or drugstores, like where yes, you can find all the.
And so we paid attention to the how to say to different products which were all organic and natural, and we met very interesting people, producers, and specifically a woman who was one of the first making soaps here in the area where we live. And we were her clients for years and years, but one day she decided to change of life, and she stopped this work. And so the question was, at the moment where we wanted to become producer, the question was, why not trying to
hey, Patrick.
to go on after her and to make our own creations. And so it was evident, obvious for us that it would be all organic, radically, and the word for us is important, radically organic and natural, with less of concession possible. Yeah. It's important for the people who use this type of cosmetic, of course, but it's important for other reasons, of course. It's not only for the body and the skin, but it's also for the earth, for the ground. It's important when you source at the beginning of the production. It's important when you throw away your products to know that they will not contaminate the nature and all the systems of filtration of waters, etc.
Especially soap, we're using it every day, and everything is going into the water after the shower, so so important.
When you know all the big quantity there is in the conventional shampoo or shower gel, etc., you know exactly the quantity you reject in the nature, in the ground, in the seas, etc., etc. And so that is really a very heavy conviction for us. And there is another aspect, very important also, is the condition of work of the producers of the raw material. They are all farmers or transformers, and it's important, if we use natural ingredients, first to be fair with the nature, and also to be fair with the producers of these raw materials, with these farmers. If they are big or small farms, it's the same problem. And so it's all the chain. I don't know if you say it like that in English, toute la chaîne.
Yes, everyone that's involved in the process. Yeah. Everyone that's involved in this process.
To all that. So the only way we could imagine creating this brand and these ranges of products was effectively to be only organic and natural. After we had a very strong will, it was to be very personal, to propose something of singular, of personal, and it's a wonderful time nowadays to do it. We are not the only producers to make that, but it is made to be sincerely made and sincerely proposed. And so it allows to work with a big pleasure, and we think that if the producer has a big pleasure to work, to source his raw materials, to choose, to define himself the formulas, everything can be shared by people coming after the retailers for you, for instance, when you choose us, and your consumers when you explain them all your choices and when they can try the product. I think that we can have different ways to show all the passion and all the personal character we can put. And fortunately, we are more and more numerous to work like that, and I think it's a very, very good news.
That's great, and we can feel it when we use your product that you're really passionate about what you're doing, and we totally agree with all the criteria you listed just before, and saying that it's really important to have, like at Le Colibri, we only selected products that are really natural, and the philosophy is to take care of from everything that is involved in the process, from the sourcing of the ingredients until the final products, until the packaging. Everything matters. And you're right, there is we are more and more to take care of this criteria, and that's really great. So let's hope it will continue for a long time.
I think it's very important for both of people who take part to that. I mean that for us as producer, it's important because to propose personal creations means that we do everything ourselves, from the sourcing, and you know that we travel very far to South America, to the center of Amazonia, for instance,
to look for ingredients.
The native communities which are producers. It means that we create here, just here, the formulas, we test them here, but it's the same for the packaging. For instance, we don't put somebody else in charge of these topics. We want to check ourselves and to choose ourselves the glass, the wood, the paper, etc.
Yeah, and that's the packaging is reduced to the minimum, just a label, and then that's it. No other boxes needed. Nothing unnecessary. So we're going to focus on what's important. That's what's inside. What's important.
Yeah, and you know, we are thinking, particularly in this period, to go further on this way, to see how to minimize more and more the packaging and the packaging of the next products, because it will be important. And the only two other things I say, and after I shut up for the people to be
everything
able
is really
to
interesting.
ask question.
Yeah.
It's that for us there are two legs, very important, and we don't want to walk only on one leg. Is that the first, we are really care oriented. All the cosmetic we think and all the cosmetic we propose is first made to take care of the skin. It has been our way to discover it as consumer, as I said just before, and so we don't want to forget this point, because it's what we needed by the past, and so we want to answer first on this level of question and of answer. So first, it's everything is thought not for fun, not for fashion, but first for care. And it's the question we have for each new invention or new formulation. And in the same time, and it's very important for us, in the same time, we consider that the care can be combined with pleasure, and it's not two opposite worlds. Care and pleasure can go together. It's the pleasure of the textures, it can be the pleasure of the fragrances, it can be the pleasure of the design, and for us, we don't want to think
to compromise.
if it was opposite or different way of thinking. On the contrary, we are really convinced that if we want the natural and organic cosmetic to evolve, it has to be really, it has to seduce the people. Of course, by the care promise, but also by the pleasure we can. So
yeah, sometimes, yeah. At first, it wasn't really nice. All natural and organic cosmetic were sometimes a bit boring or just not really nice to use. But now we can find really, really amazing products, really beautiful and great to use. Really great to use. So thank you for that.
thank you to you.
And we have already one question since the beginning. Yeah. It was, why the name of Oppidum? What does it mean in English?
Well, Oppidum is a Latin name that we have chosen after a very long brainstorming together. In fact, the place where we live is a very old place. The village is called Puy-Celle-ci, but it exists since the 9th century. And by the past, before this time, it was existing also at the Roman period. And at the Roman period, our village was a military place. It is very high. It is at the top of a hill and of a rock, not a hill, but a rock. Okay. And this military place was an oppidum, for in the Latin, to preserve the valley where the people lived, and to protect the valley and the people. So we took this word for two reasons. The first one, it's a wink to the village. It's a wink. It's a way to remember that we belong to this village and we work close to this village. We don't call that Puy-Celle-ci, we say it's an oppidum. After, there is a second reason, more philosophical for us, is that today, in the 21st century, there are new oppidum for us. And the new oppidum, these new places are not military places. It's not the need of the time, but it's places to preserve the nature, and it's places to protect the nature. And the historical function of our village was to protect a very big forest called Forêt de Résine. It was the main forest of all the south of France till the 19th century. And the aim of the village and the function of the village was to protect this forest. And so to have taken the word of oppidum for us, it's a way to remember that we have always to preserve the forest and behind the forest, the nature. Not by military weapons, not by military ways, but by what we use each day, by the most simple things as a soap. Nothing is more banal or so more ordinary than a soap. But this very ordinary thing can be very bad or very good. And we have to choose.
There's a question on soaps.
Yes.
Soaps are good for face as well as body. Yes, for
question
sure.
From
and there have been things like that to be good for the face, and particularly some of them, they are very sweet for the face. When we have decided to make the soap, we thought something very soft and gentle for the skin, compared to Marseille soap, for instance. Okay, and to have something very soft and gentle for the skin, both for body and face, so that you can use on both.
Yeah. And selecting the range that is the most suitable for your skin type. For example, we talked about it when with all the different ranges, but the natural, the absolute natural is really great for everyone that has like mixed skin and don't want to regulate. And for example, the rosewood would be great for every like mature or dry skin type.
Dry skin, yes.
And Baracan seeds or orange would be great for everyone which is looking for repair, thanks to the argan oil that are part of the composition of the soap.
Yeah. And with regard to this question of face, and you spoke about the absolute natural soap. This soap there's no fragrance, but it's very interesting, and particularly for face after demaking, for instance. Say that after the makeup. Okay.
After makeup removal, yes. After removing
removal, thank you.
Yes. Okay.
So makeup removal. After makeup removal, it's good, and it's good to have a natural soap, and particularly this one because of the evening primrose oil inside, which is very balancing the skin, regulating the skin, and it's very soft for the face.
Yes.
And also we can add that for this kind specifically of absolute natural soap, it's very good also for teenager. Okay.
Yeah, thanks to the evening primrose.
Yeah.
Especially evening primrose is really good to regulate. So that's a great thing. And we can find the evening primrose in the balm too. So they are made with quite the same oils, the soaps and the balm and the oil, the body oil. If you're looking to get the same effects, so I have the 3 natural. If you are looking for the same effects, like regulating, it will be that range that we will recommend.
And honestly, even if as you know, I don't know if the label is well known in the US, but we are slow cosmetic labelized, which means that we don't push too much people to use too much cosmetics, too many. And but just to elaborate on what you said on the range, with the soap, the oil, and the skincare balm, you can also make a routine yourself, because when you take care of your skin, and particularly your face, and the evening after a day long with pollution and so on, it could be interesting to remove your makeup. Clean your face with the soap gently. Okay, just don't forget to keep the
protection,
the foam a little bit, 30 seconds, something like that on the skin. It's better. You have all the value of the oils, like a mask. And after, you can put the oil or the balm, depending on what you want to do. It could be a kind of routine with Oppidum product.
Exactly. The simple steps are enough, because all our skin needs is to be cleansed every day, and is to be moisture and protected. And the balm will provide the moisturization and the protection at the same time.
Yes.
So that's really great to have all-in-one products, and you can choose whether you prefer the balm texture or the oil texture. So it depends on.
There's a question of texture.
Yes.
There's also a question because for sure the balm is a little bit more heavy, let's say. And if you put foundation, particularly if you have not a lot of time in the morning, sometimes it could be quite difficult to use the balm for the morning, and it's better to use it for the night. But you can use it for the morning depending on your own routine. Just think about the time you have to take for a massage on your face, on your body, in order to make the balm penetrating in your skin. And here it's very important.
So nice to use. The balm is, I love the balm. I love the texture of the balm, and especially that you can even use it because we are several to use it, and I have a lot of feedbacks. We are a lot of using it this way. We can also use it like as a mask, so we can let's put some more, a bit more texture and a bit more layers of the products, and just let it stay for like 15 minutes, an hour, whatever, and just take the what you want to take off and just sleep with it, and that's going to be a great mask at the same time. So that's why I love the balm. It's a multi-purpose.
Another usage, personally, I use the rosewood balm for as an aftershave.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great too. Nelson used the oil. He loves the oil.
Oh,
So that's everyone will look at will find the right texture and the right combination. So I know that I don't know if you saw Christophe and Jean-Christophe, but we have some. I have Lucille who said that she already using your products. We have Mar already tested your products. So everyone is testing some of the different scents of the soaps, and everyone loves it.
Sorry. I saw a question. I saw. How often we create fragrances, every day? No, not completely. The question was how often we work on fragrances. Ah, yeah. Well, when we create fragrances, how often we do it? Est-ce qu'on en fait souvent?
Creating the fragrance is a topic. Each time we create a new product. So, for instance, in this period we are in an intensive creation period, and so we imagine 8 new products for the autumn, for September or October, and each product will have its own fragrance. And so it's a very, very, very long process. In fact, we think to it since more than 1 year. We have well, the process of creating the fragrances are different. Sometimes we are inspired by the ingredients themselves, by the fragrances themselves. We want to combine and we can see very well adapted to a type of care or a type or another type. Sometimes it's something absolutely different. It can be souvenirs, it can be an inspiration which comes from a lecture, a movie, a feeling, but it takes a very long time because first it's a question of feeling, and so we don't push the topic because we have to understand which kind of fragrance we would want to create.
Yeah.
And after, when we have an idea of the product, it helps us to go a little faster, and we make our choice of fragrances, or family of fragrances. For instance, what we are creating for the moment, it's just behind there. It's really, really different of what you know. There is the same demand of quality. We work with very beautiful raw materials, which are not very used in cosmetics, and so we are very, very happy. So for the moment, it is at this stage, you see, doesn't, but oil is in the.
Yeah.
That's the
And so
perfume. That's the scent of the next products. Is
Yeah.
that?
It's the
Yeah.
what we call the juice of perfume. Okay, so
Okay.
it's a very pure juice of perfume we create, and we make a lot of variety of the same family. For instance, to find bleu de Nîmes, you know.
Yeah, beautiful bleu d'anima. Yes.
We have taken nearly 1 year to create it, and we had at the final we had nearly 15 different varieties of the same perfume because we selected, and at the end we have chosen one, the one you know, and the one we have put in the soap. But we had very close varieties. To I don't have all the English words, sorry, but to make the recipe mainly the same, but different just on one of the ingredients, and it takes some time.
My question, do you also choose what products you make based on the healing properties of the ingredients?
Healing?
Healing, pour guérir, pour traiter. That will heal, maybe, that's why for example, the evening primrose that we regulate, it's healing the skin. So your ingredients are selected for their healing properties. Like the rice brown rice oil. Also, I know every of your ingredients are selected
exactly.
for a reason.
We choose the ingredient for that, depending on what we look for. And for instance, when we created the rosewood range, we think you think both to the vegetal oils, but also to the essential oils, and depending on the effect. And rosewood range is a range around the sweet almond and the rice bran, meaning a very nourishing product. And well, for the essential oil you have in the soap, there's no specific effect from a cosmetic perspective. But in the cosmetics and the skincare balm or the oil, here you have the effect. So you choose exactly the essential oil, and here it's because they have a tensor effect. So as it is for mature skin, dry skin, it's very good to have this tensor effect or collagen effect. We say that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The rose heat.
And with the geranium and the rose.
Geranium.
If I can add something, yes, of course, we make our choices based on the healing properties of the ingredients, and we always look two different things when we decide to choose the ingredients and to combine them with each other. We look at the scientific literature, and we work during months and months on the work based on the scientific reviews of the researchers in the universities who work on the natural oils, the vegetal oils, the essential oils, and other types of natural ingredients. So we read during months and months all this literature. And on the other hand, very important for us, we also choose the ingredient if it has a very beautiful history. It's important for us, I don't have the English word, but l'imaginaire de la matière première. So all what... Yeah,
the conception.
What you think when you think to the raw material.
The concept of the concept.
And for instance, we are really attached to the ingredients which belong to a traditional pharmacopée. The materials which have a very long history, or in the soap making, or in the perfumery, or in the medicine, but in the popular medicine and the traditional medicine, not especially the scientific one. And so each time
the
we are
chemical.
on these two topics: scientific literature and traditional use of these plants and of this natural medicine.
And I know how much you're passionate, or you're passionate about history. And that's maybe sometimes it helps to choose some scents that are really historical scent, or you're looking to. That's really amazing. Especially you told me that was for the rosewood and Barken seeds are really ancient scents that you recreated with some mix that is your creation.
Yes, we are inspired by the way that the soap maker created the rose scent for the soaps in the 19th century. Because in this century, the true rose was only for the perfumers, because it was very expensive, and the soap had to create something very close to the rose, but they couldn't afford the rose material. And so they created different scents, very complex and very close to the rose. And so we try to work like them, because before the industry, perfumers and soap makers always worked together. It was not two so different jobs and know-how. They were very close, and they shared their know-how and their knowledge. And so we try to refine this way of working. But you're right, we are quite passionate by history, and we work with the old books of perfumery of the 17th century, of the 16th century, or old books of agriculture of the 16th century, and very, very interesting to re-understand some of the natural ingredients, because it's quite interesting to rediscover how nature was understood before, to be able to rethink it today at a very important moment of rethinking the nature and our relationship to nature.
That's really interesting. So thank you so much for all your explanation today, for the visit of the workshop, and we know more now about how you work, how you choose and you select all the ingredients, and how you create your products, the philosophy. And that's what is really important for us at Le Colibri, the philosophy of your company, Oppidum. That is really, we are sharing the same criteria, the same way of seeing the cosmetic. Now it has to be like really taking care of our health, taking care of our skin, taking care of the environment, and going in the same direction altogether.
Well, so thank you to you and Nelson to allow us to present and to invite us, even if you are far, but to invite you in this place, because we have created it to share and to invite the most of people possible. As Christophe said, it's a place that is visited, it's widely open to the public, and the public can enter, can visit the workshop. Nothing is hidden, because we have nothing to hide. And so even if it is with a difficult connection at the beginning,
we came to you today
to make you enter in this place.
Yeah,
and all your
for
friends
everyone, yes, exactly. For everyone that's in France, I really totally recommend to go and visit by yourself the workshop and the area, because it's also beautiful. So it's going to be both things that you should go and see in the south of France, west side. So, and we'll come for sure.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. If we have any more questions, if someone has more questions.